I remember like DMing you. I thought you were from Cali though.
For real, a lot of people think I'm from LA too.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that too because like you got a lot of influence. Like when I go through your Instagram, like you over here like creasing up the Ben Davis and shit.
Oh, yeah,
you feel me?
sure.
Like
You got the whips in the back.
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
style.
saying.
Yeah.
Nah, my dog from Austin, well, he's from Del Rio originally. He put me on the Ben Davis like a while back. You know DJ You Love I from out here?
No.
Man, that's Miguel. He had his own day out here. He does his thing. That's my bro. And he DJ'd my first show out here back in like 2000. I don't know. And he put me on the Ben Davis, and he just ever since now rock with it. You know You Love I? Nah, that's crazy. I gotta tap in with him, bro. Like he be everywhere out here, and he does his thing. And like he's the same thing. Like with Cypress to LA, to me, that's him with Austin. Anybody I gotta tap in with, but yeah, for sure.
Damn.
would you say LA kind of influenced your style
As far as like what dressing,
as far as with dressing or with the music or just in general?
I think that LA made me more proud to be Latino because like where I'm from, like Houston, we like everybody. You know, I know LA's perspective of it, right? They were like, oh, like y'all want to be black, but it's not that. It's just that we're from blacks and Mexicans like this. We go to school together, we eat together, we homies. Some of you know what I mean. It's not no like, and I think that was the first time I really experienced like brown and black racism was going to LA, like really seeing the way people move, and I was like, yeah, I ain't getting down like that.
What you mean? Like elaborate on that.
Like I remember one time I'm in the studio, right, and I don't like using different words on podcasts or whatever, but like where I'm from is where I'm from, and how I speak is how I speak. There's no like malicious intention behind it. But one time I forgot I used the N-word, right? I'm in a studio session though. This is my session. I'm like, man, whoop whoop, this shit jamming, and it was like 3 black dudes in there, the homies, and then it was like a Mexican dude from LA, and I ain't, you know what I mean? He was like, hey, let me talk to you real quick. Like, hey, we don't say that word out here.
Who told you that? Your Mexican homie?
He wasn't a homie. It was just somebody that was in the lab. And I was just like, at first I'm like looking around and I'm just like, hey bro, like I'm not from here, bro. Like you feel me? I don't abide, like y'all rules is y'all rules. And that's it. And then I just kind of kept it pushing. But I saw the divide so fast, like when it happened, and I wasn't used to that at that point. But then I started understanding, you know, more and more as I would visit LA, like how shit went down. But in Houston, like, yeah, everybody has their way of life and their own culture, but it's also like Houston is a culture, like Texas is a culture. Yeah. You know what I mean? And not saying that's right or wrong, because you got to get your knowledge on the, you know, the situation, and then you figure it out. But it was also just like, oh, y'all are really kind of segregated out here. Like this is not like Houston at all, you know. So that was what I would say. I was green walking into that situation.
You didn't have no other situations where it was like a shock to you, something like that, like a Cali shock?
Man, I mean,
as far as like the Texas culture and the Cali culture.
Man, I mean, honestly, bro, I think y'all are just rich in like Latino spirit. I think y'all are like, one thing I did see over there is like y'all are the majority. Like we're the majority in Cali and LA. And I feel like the influence, like I think it's a lot of, like, you know what I mean? Like you go everywhere and like, you got Nipsey Hussle. Like it would be LA without Mexicans. Like Bun B just started saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Mexicans are the biggest consumer because we are. And it's like, we've been part of hip hop since when? You know what I mean? Forever and forever. And then it's like, oh man, I can't get on a record and like talk no Texas shit because then to LA or New York, anybody, oh, he want to be black. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love, like, to me, man, brown and black together, we together out here. Like, you know, we got to face other people, you know.
You don't feel like you're a guest in hip hop?
No. I feel like I grew up hip hop. Like hip hop is a culture, you know what I mean? It's not a color. So I think that I belong to hip hop because shit, that's how I grew up. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, I was like telling bro right here, I'm like Brown Soul. Why we started Brown Soul is like too hip hop for Mexicans. And then I'm too Mexican for black. I don't fit in nowhere. I don't fit in with the whites. You know, I don't fit in. So it's like Brown Soul is that's where the Chicano word came from, where we have to build our own, you know, culture of what we doing. And a lot of people, they want to go out on some like gimmicky, funny shit, which is cool, right? Because Latinos got to be accepted being funny or being goofy so they can laugh at you. And it's, okay, yeah, you're cool, come in the party. Nah, you got to be yourself and represent yourself. And I think the authenticity is always going to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would you say that's your biggest struggle as a Latino rapper? That like you're too black for the Latinos, but then you're too Latino for the blacks?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. And I would just say that like, you know, a Mexican's biggest, everybody, you can blame anybody else, but a Mexican's biggest enemy or hater is another Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so quick to hate. We're so, and it's hard to love. And it's just, it doesn't like, you know, and then it got to be like a gimmicky situation. Like I said, like you have to have some kind of like comedic feel to you. And I think we have a serious tone. Like I don't think the world is ready to accept like a strong, serious Mexican American man. I don't think that. Not in hip hop. Not right now. But one day they will. But I think if you're gimmicky and you're funny and you know how to make people laugh and you know how to act towards the algorithm, I think that they will accept you. Or if you're a joke. And I don't think being a serious, real artist is being accepted. And I understand that. So I know what path I'm taking, and I chose to take it. But definitely one of the biggest challenges.
I feel that.
Yeah, you have a good point, like, about, you know, like people laugh at you, like sometimes being a joke, like sometimes people blow up off of being a joke,
Sure.
you know, that happens a lot nowadays too.
Nah, for sure. I mean, and that's every culture, not just Mexican, but it's also like,
all around.
I know how this shit goes.
Just an artist, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
whatever.
Yeah, it's wild for sure. You know, it's super wild. Nah, yeah, you know, you just got to keep it real with yourself. Like, it's easier to sleep at night that way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's why, you know.